Hello everyone, welcome back to the last part of the video series where we are building an event management app using Flutter and Appwrite. This is the last part of this video, and here we are going to edit and delete our existing events. And if you ever get stuck, I have already provided the link of the source code in the description, and you can come to this commit tab. From here you can check all the changes that are made in the specific part. We have completed till this part in our previous video, so let us continue. First, instead of this logout button here, we are going to give a profile menu to the user. For that, we are going to change the logout icon to account circle icon. And now, instead of logout, we will implement a new profile page and we will link it. So let us first create a profile page inside our views folder. It will be a stateful widget. It will be a scaffold, and in body it will have a column. We are already storing name, email and user ID using shared preferences locally. So let us call those data in our init state. We will be needing the name and email address. So for that, let us keep name as an empty string and email also as an empty string. And we are now going to call save data dot get username and save data dot get email, and we are going to store this value inside our name variable that we have created and email variable that we have created individually. And now we can display here a text. It will be name, and under that it will be the email. So now it's okay. Now we don't need this logout user, so instead we can link it with profile page. Now let's check it. So the text is not visible. The color is black, so the text are not visible. So let us change the text style of both the text. It will be a color of light green, and font size let it be 24. And font weight to W800. Now it's okay. We'll copy the same style. Now instead of font size 24, we'll change it to 18, and font weight would be 500 now. So now it's okay. Let us swap it with a padding. So now it's visible. Let us add a sized box above it. Let us add a sized box above the text. First, let us swap it with another column, and now let us add a sized box of height 50. Now it's okay. The name and email are now visible. Now after this padding, we are going to add another column. Here we will create 3 buttons. First button will be our RSVP events button, where it will show all the events that are RSVP'd by the user. So we will use list style here. And title will be RSVP events. We need to change the color, otherwise it will not be visible. Now it's okay. Let us change the cross-axis alignment of this column to start. And now we need 2 buttons like this. So let's copy it and paste it 2 times. And here it will be manage events. And it will be log out. So now it's okay. Let's do one thing. We are going to wrap it with a container. And here we will give it a decoration to it. It will be box decoration. Here we will have a color of colors.black. So let it be 38. And also a border radius dot circular to 10. Now let's save it. Let's change the width to double dot infinity and make this container expanded. So now it's okay. Let's increase the border here, like just 12. So now it's okay. Now we need to add interactivity. Now here, to show all the events that are RSVP'd by the user, we can use the getAllEvents function that we have already created. It will get all the events from our Appwrite collection, and from there we can check if the user ID of the user is present in any of the event as participants, then it means the user is participating in that event. So we can use that logic and show all the events that are RSVP'd by the user. First, inside our views folder, let's create a RSVP events page. It will be a stateful widget and it will be RSVP events. Let it be a simple scaffold for now. And now also link it with our profile page. So on tab function inside our list type, we can use navigator dot push using material page route to the RSVP events page that we have created. Now it's okay. This is our RSVP events page. Now first, inside our RSVP events page, we'll show an app bar. It will have a text of RSVP events. And here we will show all the events that are RSVP'd by the user. So first we need to get all the events. So all the events, like as we have done it in our home page, First, we have created a list of all the events, and then we have fetched all the events using this get all events function, and then we are storing all the events after fetching the data, and then we are setting the state. So similar to this, we will also do this kind of thing here. So let us just copy this refresh function inside our RSVP events page. Now we need to import this from our database.dart file, and here we have not created any events variable. So first let us create list of return type of document, and this document is from appwrite/models.dart. So it will be events, and it will have an empty list. First, we are going to fetch the user ID from the saved data, string user ID. It will be saved data dot get user ID. And now, when we are getting all the events as a response, after that, we can use a for loop to loop over all the events, all the single event inside our events, and every event will have a list of participants. So it will be dynamic. Participants. It will be inside event. For every event, it will be inside event.data, and the attribute was participants. Make sure you type the spelling correctly. So now we are fetching the participants. Now we need to compare if the participants list contains the user ID of the user, it means the user is participating in that event. So to compare, we can use the contents function that's already present in Dart. Here we will use the user ID. So it will check if participants list contains user ID. Then we are going to create another list. It will be user events. It will also be an empty list, and we will add it user events dot add the event. So now it's okay, but here we don't need to set the state. Instead of that, we can use this for loop inside this. And now what we can do in our body, for now, let us use a list view builder. Item count will be user events dot length, and item builder will be for now let's use a list type. Title will be text user events index dot data, and here it will be name. So let's save it. Let's just change the style. So here it is not showing any data, because we have missed the set state. We need to change the state after we are fetching the data. So we are not doing it. So no change is being reflected in our UI. So for that, let us create a Boolean value first. It will be is loading, and let it set to true for now. While opening this page, it will be true. And next, and here after our job is done, we can use set state and change is loading to false. And in our init state, we need to call this refresh function. So now it's okay. Let's try to restart it. Now let's go to our RSVP events. So here we are getting all the 4 events that the user had participated. So let's try with a new account. First log out. Okay, so here we are not implemented the logout. So it will be similar. For now, we are just copying it from the home page. Like it will be logout user, and then we will navigate it to login page. In our profile page, on tab, we can redirect them to the log. First, we need to import this, and instead of profile, it will be our login page. So we need to redirect it to the login page. Now let's save it, and now let's try to log out. So we are being redirected to the login page. Let's create a new account. Now we need to log in it to our account. So here it's only showing our first name. Now if we go to our RSVP events, we will not see any events. And instead of, I think this column is not set to, I think this column cross-axis alignment is not set to start. So let's change it. Let's copy it, and so now it's okay. The alignment is correct. Now on pressing back, we are getting redirected to the login page. So let us fix this. On pressing back, we are getting redirected to the login page. This should not be the case. Now let's come to the home page. Instead of push replacement, it will not be push replacement, it will be just push. Otherwise, we will be redirected to the login page again. So now it's okay. Let's log in it. And here, if we try to move back, we'll get redirected to the home page. Now, here we don't have anything in our RSVP events. Let's participate in any of this event. Now, let's come here. And here it's showing the event that we are participating. So that's really great. Now also participate in this and this event. And let's go to RSVP events. So here it's showing all the events that we are participating. Let's make the decoration more better. So instead of less style here, what we can do, we can wrap it with a card first. Now it's okay. We can also add a subtitle. It will be similar to the title. It will be subtitle. And instead of name, it will have the location. And here in our trailing, we will have an icon. It will be icons dot check circle. So it's white. We need to change it to green. So now it's looking more better. And now it is looking more better. We can also add a on tap functionality, like when the user press on this event, then he should be redirected to the event page of this event. So let us add a on tap function. Here we will be redirecting to the user page. We'll use navigator.push. Events details page. Here we need the data, and our data was inside user events, and we need to pass the index, so it's okay. Now let's test it. Yes, it's working fine. We are getting it redirected to the events details page, and here it's also showing attending event. So now it's okay. Now let us work on the manage events button. First, let us create a manage event page first. Inside our views, it will be manage events. It will be a stateful widget. Here we are going to display all the events that are created by the user, so that the user can edit the events and update the events. It will be a scaffold, and this UI will be similar to the RSVP events UI. So we can copy it. Now let us link it with our profile page here, like on tab. On tab, we will send it to the manage events page that we have recently created. Now it's okay. Let's check the manage events page. Now here we will list all the events that are created by the user. So for that, we need to write a function that will fetch all the events that are created by the user. So let's write the function for getting all the events that are created by the user. It will be similar to this get all events, so we are copying it for now, and here it will be list all events created by the user, and we are going to paste the get all events for now, and we are going to change the name to manage events. And here we are listing all the documents inside our collection, but here we need to supply a query, like the user ID should be equal to the user's ID. So for that, first we need to take the user ID. Let's store user ID. It was inside our saved data dot get user ID. And now we need to supply queries. Here it will be a list, and inside we need to add query dot equal our attribute was created by. Make sure you type this spelling correctly, otherwise it might give you some error. And the ID will be our user ID. Now our query is ready. Here we are returning data.documents. Now let's save it. Now let us call this manage events function. Inside our manage events, the UI of manage events page will be similar to the RSVP events page. So for that, in our body part, the list view builder, we are copying the list view builder and pasting it here. Now here we need to create a list that will be users event. It will be a return type of document, and this document is from Appwrite models.dart. Let's make it as user created events, and we will initialize it to an empty list for now. And similar to the refresh function that we have created here, like this, we will also create a refresh function, like it will be void refresh, and here we will call our manage events function that we have recently created, and then we will receive the value. We will store the value inside our user created events. And it will take some time to store the value. So for that, we need to set the state, otherwise it will not load. So let's keep bool is loading, and while opening the app, it will load for the first time, so it will be true. Now on calling, after we have set user created event the value that we are receiving, we can set the state is loading to false. Now we can set is loading to false, and then we can set state. Now inside our init state, we need to call this refresh function. Now refresh function will call the manage events function, and then it will store all the value inside user created events. Now this will not be user events, it will be user created events. So let's me just change in every part. It will be user created events, and we need to import this events details package. We need to import constant package. Okay, so now it's okay. Let's save it and let's try to restart our app. Now let's check the manage events. So here we are getting an Appwrite exception that index not found created by. So we have missed one step. Inside our events, we need to go and inside this indexes tab, here we need to create an index first. It will be our created by, and the order let it be ascending, and we need to create it. Otherwise the queries will not work. So let's now restart this app. Now inside manage events, our event is now visible, and this was the event that this user ID has created. Let's try to create one more event. So here our event got created, and now let's check our manage events. As you can see, it's also visible here. Now what we can do, instead of the circle check icon, we can change it with an edit icon so that we can edit this event if we have created it. So here inside this check circle, it should be edit. Now let's increase the size a little bit. Instead of the location of this event, what we can do, we can add the number of participants that are participating in this event. So let's just remove this, and within double quotes, so the attribute was participants, and we need dot length to get the number of participants. Now let's save it. Here we are getting the number of participants. Let's also add the text as participants. Now it's okay. Now the user will be able to check how many people are participating in this event without opening the event page. Now we need to create an edit event page. So let's create an edit event page. This edit event page will be similar to our create event page. So let's copy the full create event page, and we will do some modifications here. First, the name of the event will be edit event page. We need all these controllers, for that we are not removing it. Now let us link with this button. Let's come to a manage events file, and here instead of icon, let's make it as icon button. And on press, we are going to navigating it to the edit event page. Let's press this button. We are getting redirected to the edit event page. Now let's change the text of edit event page. Here, instead of create event, it will be edit event. It will be edit event. And in our edit event page, we need to supply all the image data, text data, and all the data that we are getting from our app, right? So here inside our manage events, so we need to expect those data to be passed. Now, while coming from manage events to edit events page, we need to expect the data to be passed from the pages. So for that, we will expect some data need to be passed before opening this page. So first will be our image, then name, then description, then location, date and time, guest, sponsors, and we also need one more thing, that will be our document ID. And here now we also need a boolean variable, is in person or not. And now let's add all the formal parameters. Now we need to use them in our UI. Before that, from here we need to supply the data. first was our image. So let's copy this. Our image was inside image. Then we have our name. It was inside attribute name. Then we have description. It was inside attribute description. Then we have location. It was inside attribute location. Then we have date time. It was inside attribute date time. Guest, inside attribute guest. Sponsors, inside attribute sponsors. Is in person or not, is in person. And now we need to specify the document ID. The document ID was inside user created events and index dot, and here $ID will be our document ID. So now it's okay. Now let's use this data inside our edit event page. First, we need to display the image that has been already uploaded by the user inside our Appwrite storage bucket. Here, we are not doing any change in our file picker. It will be similar, but instead of add event image that we are using it here inside this column, we'll remove this column. We'll use this clip rdirect, copy it and paste it. And here, instead of file image, this time we are going to use image.network, and here we are going to use our image that is already present inside our storage bucket. So let's copy the link, like this link, and paste it here. And our image will be inside widget.image. So now let's save it. Let's restart the app. Now let's try to edit this event. So here we are getting the image. What we can do, we can change the box width to fill. Here, we can change the fit to box fit dot fill. It will fill the image in whole area. Now it's okay. Now we need to change all the text form field. So for that, inside our init state, we will set the data of our text editing controller to the data that we are already receiving from the manage events page. Like name controller dot text will be name widget dot name. Description controller dot text will be widget dot description. Location controller dot text will be widget dot loc. Datetime controller will be widget dot datetime. Guest controller dot text will be guest guest widget dot guest sponsors controller will be sponsors widget dot sponsors. Now let's save it and let's restart the app again. Now let us go to our manage events. Let us try to edit. Here we're getting all the data filled now, but we are not filling this is in-person event or not. So for that, what we can do, like we're storing it inside this Boolean variable, we can use this as in-person and it will be widget dot is in-person. Now let's save it. And instead of create new event, it will be edit event. Or we can say it as update event. So now it's okay. Now we need to write the function to update this event. Now let's go to our database.dat file. Here we need to write the function to update the event. So this function will be similar to the create event function that we have already created. So we are going to copy it and paste it here. The name of the function will be update event. And here we will expect all of this. But one thing extra that we are going to expect will be the document ID. Instead of create document, this will be update document. And here the document ID will not be id.unique, it will be doc ID. Now everything will be similar, no change will be there. And instead of printing event created, it will be event updated. So now we have written the event. So this was the function that we have written. Now let's call it when the user press this update event button. So inside our edit event. So now instead of this create event, it will not be create event, it will be the update event function that we have created. And here we need to specify our document ID. Our document ID was inside widget.docID that we are supplying it to this event page. Now it will be event updated. Now let's save it. One thing to note is that like the function that we have written will upload the image first and then it will update the event and it will store the value of the image. But if the user doesn't change the image or keep the same image, then we don't need to upload the image again and again. So it will be a waste of storage and we don't want it. So what we can do, if our file picker result is null, it means the user had not picked any files. The image will be similar. We are only going to update the event and not going to replace the image. So just copy this event, update event part, or just copy the full part and then just remove this upload image, and instead of this value it will be widget dot image that we are receiving it. So now it's okay, and this will be inside our else statement. It means we need to also upload the image again. Now let's save it. Now let's do some changes here. This will not be an in-person event. Update this event now. Now here we are getting as event updated. Now let's try to check this event. Now if we check our collections, we can see the data has been updated here, but the data is not getting changed here. So to fix this, what we can do, the data is not changing here. To fix this, what we can do, in our manage events, when we are using this navigator.push, we can make this onPress function as asynchronous, and then let's make it under curly braces. And we will wait until this function gets completed. And after this functions get completed, we will call the refresh function. It will refresh the window. So now let's try to edit this event. Now let's first restart this app. And now let's try to edit this event. So now we have updated the event. Now let's check it. Now here you can see that the change is getting reflected. Similar to this, what we can do, now if we visit our home page and check it, our change is not getting reflected here. So what we can do, we can, inside our home page, when we are redirecting the user to the profile page like here, we are not refreshing the page after the user is coming back from the profile page. So we need to refresh the page. For that, the icon button that we're having, let's change it to asynchronous, and we will wait until this event get completed, and after that we will refresh the page. So now it's okay. Now if you visit here and then come back, it will refresh the page. Now you can see the change is getting reflected. So we have done with the edit page. Now we are only left with our delete event functionality that we are lagging in this app. Here in our edit event page, we will add another button. It will be the button to delete an event. So let's do it. After the update event button, we are going to add another sized box of height 12, and then we'll add a text, danger zone. So it's not visible. Let's change the style. Let's give it a colors dot red dot.
Let's keep this color.
Increase the font weight to W600 and font size to 20. So now it's okay. Here it's showing like danger zone. We can also increase the font size of this in-person event, like for wait to W600. Now it's okay. Now we need to add the button. Let's add a sized box first of height 8, and then we will have our button. It will be, this button will be similar to this button, so let's just copy it and paste here. It will be delete event. And the color will be this. Color will be this, and let's save it. So now we have created a delete event button. We need to remove this on press logic. We don't need this. Now it's okay. Now let us write the function for deleting an event. So let us go to our database.dat file. Here we will write the logic for deleting the event. Let's give the name as delete event. Inside try catch, we are going to use like final response is equal to await databases dot delete document. Here we are specifying the database ID. We need the collection ID, and this will be the collection ID. Simply copy and paste it. We also need the document ID, so let us expect the document ID from here. And here we need to specify the doc ID that we are receiving as arguments. Now it's okay. We can simply print the response now. And if we have any error, we can catch it. For now, let's just print error. Now it's done. It will delete the event. Now inside our edit event page, we will call the delete event function, but before that we will give the user a warning type of dialog, like this will delete the event. So for that, let us first give it a warning to the user. We'll use show dialog. Here in our builder, we'll use context, and here we will use alert dialog. Title will be text, are you sure? And then content will be text. Your event will be deleted, and in actions we'll have two text buttons. first will be yes, and second will be no. Now let's save it. Let's try to click on this button. Here we are getting a dialog. So the colors is not right. So let's just change the style here. Style, text style, and change the color to colors.white. Colors.white. And here we need to also use the same style inside our content. Now let's save it. Now it's showing, are you sure your event will be deleted? And now if the user press yes, then we are going to delete the event. Otherwise we are going to pop out this alert dialog. Now if we press anywhere else, it will also pop out, and if we press no, it will also pop out. If the user press yes, we are going to delete the event. Delete event, and here we need the document ID. Our document ID widget dot doc ID. Here we need the document ID. So our document ID was inside widget dot doc ID. And then if we don't have any error, we can simply use scaffold message. Then we can show a snack bar. And inside content, it will be a text like event deleted successfully. Here, instead of arrow function, let's give it within curly braces, and then now after showing the snack bar, we are going to use navigator.pop. It will close the alert dialog, and then we will use navigator.pop again. It will close the edit event page. But one thing is missing, that like we are not deleting the image from the storage. To delete the image from the storage, what we are going to do, make this async, and then we will await, and we will inside storage dot delete file, we need the bucket ID. Our bucket ID was inside the upload function that we have written. So here was the bucket ID. So simply copy it and paste it here. And now we need the file ID. File ID was inside our widget.image. Now this will delete the image first, and then it will show event deleted successful, and then it will pop out the alert dialog, and then it will pop out the edit event page. First, let us try to create a new event. So now event got created. Now inside our manage events, let's try to update the event first. Our update event is working fine. We are having no problems in it. Now let's try to create one more event and delete it. Now let us try to create another event. And now let us try to delete it. So if we say no, it will not be deleted. But if we say yes, yeah, our event got deleted successfully. And now let's check our storage. Inside our Appwrite storage bucket, you can see the image also got deleted. The image also got deleted, so that's really great. Now we can also participate in events. So now we have successfully completed the CRUD functionality in our app. We can create, read, update, and delete inside our app. Now we have completed all the CRUD functionalities in our app. Now let us just simply upgrade the homepage UI and make it more better. For that, what we are going to do first, we are going to be creating a Boolean variable. It will be is loading, and we'll set it to true. And when we are getting the events, then we will set is loading to false. Now for the first part, we need carousel slider. So come to pub.dev, and here is the package carousel slider. So we are going to use this in our project. Just use Flutter pub add carousel slider, and it will add the dependencies in your pubsec.yaml file. Now I have already written the UI design code of homepage for you all guys to make the job easier. I will share this link in the description. Just copy this part. Inside the column in sliver to box adapter, after the text explore events around you, we are going to paste it. Here we need to import our carousel slider. Now just restart the app. Now we can see a carousel slider. It will automatically change after 5 seconds. Now for popular items, we are going to create another widget for popular item. I have already written the UI code for popular items. Just visit this link and copy this. Create a new file inside the views folder. It will be popular items, popular item.dart, and paste it. Now save it. After that, you need to go to the homepage UI part. Just copy this, and here after the sliver to box adapter, just paste it. Here we need to import popular item widget. Just restart the app. Now our UI is successfully completed. Now our UI is successfully completed. This is not the end. If you want, you can add more customization and more optimization in the app, and you can also add more functionality in this app. So that's all for this video.